Well, hello, good people. I'm Dr. L. Brown.
And I'm Ricky too.
And today we're going to talk about my favorite memory. So this is my most favorite
Most favorite memory that happened in Tabor Preschool when I was 4 years old.
It happened when you were 4 years old. Like Ricky too says he doesn't remember it, which I understand because it was very important to me, but it might have been just like another day to you. And sometimes with things that stay in your memory, because your memory is much better than mine.
Yeah.
But this one was seemingly small, but
it was
tiny, but it was life-changing for me.
Life-changing for you.
Life-changing. So when Ricky was 4 years old, I was in graduate school, and I chose to, put him in preschool so that he can get some socialization.
Yeah.
I would have an opportunity to study, but I still would go to the preschool
just to say hi to me, just to say hi, just to like watch me play with all the other kids.
I would go just to say hi and to watch him play with all the other kids. Because also I was still eager. I wanted to know, like, how was he learning and how did he interact with other kids? Because I was just trying to understand Ricky too at that point.
Yeah.
Well, this particular day, I went into the Sandbox that they had at Teddy Bear. You remember the Sandbox?
Yeah, the Sandbox. It was like a sand shelter.
It was more like a sand shelter. It was like a sandbox house because it was like a house that, like, you could fit at least 10 people in it. But the ground was made of sand and it had sand tables. It was almost like a greenhouse.
Yeah,
kind of.
It was like a.
So
it was like a wood down shelter with like a green like translucent like sheets
for the roof.
Yeah, for the roof.
So I would go into there because that's where Ricky too would always be. He would either be there or throwing a ball. So this particular day he was in the Sandbox. So I went into the Sandbox, and it was him and some other kids there.
Yeah.
And Ricky too, at that point, he really didn't say many words. He had some words that he would say repetitively, but he didn't actually have words where it was something where I could tell that it was an original thought, and he was just saying something to communicate an original thought to me. So I remember that you all were making like cupcakes, like sand cupcakes. And one of the other little girls that were there, she had to be like 4 or 5 as well. And she asked me, like, why didn't Ricky too talk? And I remember telling her that, well, he's more of a thinker than a talker. And she seemed to be okay with my response.
What does that mean, a thinker than a talker?
So I was saying, like, more so than talking, you were in your head and you were thinking. So I was like, you're really smart. So all of your words are up here in your head and you're not just saying them out of your mouth just yet.
Yeah. So
little girl seemed fine with that, and I continued to play with them. And then when lunch and recess was coming to an end, I decided that, I was going to leave. And so I said, bye, Ricky too. And he didn't say anything. He continued to, play with the sand and like the little sand toys that they had there. And as I was walking to the door, opening the door, about to walk out, he said, bye, mommy. And the way he said it, it was like I knew that those 2 words were meant especially for me. I knew that his brain had said, my mom is about to leave. I could hear the love in his voice, and I knew,
bye, mommy. So
it was just kind of like a bye, mommy. And he said it. He didn't look up. He was still playing with the toys, but it was an original sentence.
I was like this. Bye, mommy.
And it was one of those things where you didn't waver and think, like you said, you were still playing with the toys. But in that moment, I knew that we were going to be okay.
But when you say You just say to me, hey, Ricky, you say bye, mommy.
No, like, okay, so that's what we would do before. I'd be like, say bye, mommy, say bye, daddy. I was telling you stuff like that, and you would say, so you had said bye before, but when you said it, you would be repeating what someone else had told you to say. Whereas I could tell in your brain that, I could tell from the way you said it, that your brain had said to you, that's my mom, she's leaving, I should say
so you did
bye.
not. So you didn't tell me, right?
So I didn't tell you to say it that time. So I turned around and I gave him this big old mama bear hug. And I was like, bye, baby. I love you. And he's looking at me like this woman has flipped her lid because he didn't know what was going on. But I was so excited.
Happy.
I really was. I was extremely happy.
Enjoyed, satisfied.
I enjoyed it. I was satisfied. And then after that, shortly after that, his words began to come. But the funny thing about when your words came, whenever I would have conversations with Ricky too before he could speak, and I would say things like, "You like that, huh? You know, this is your favorite color, huh? We should go back there again, huh?" So when Ricky too started speaking, he would punctuate every sentence with "huh," because he thought that's what you were supposed to say out. He was like, "Let's go, huh? I want more, huh?" Everything you said, you would put the word "huh" at the end of it, because I used to say "huh" so much that you thought, and that was my way of including you in the conversation. That you would say,
here's an example.
Okay. Ricky too, how are you doing today?
Good.
Huh.
Huh.
Because that's how he would say it back in the day. But now he doesn't do that. With that said, it was those little moments like that that gave me the strength and the hope that I needed to go to the next task. And as a parent, you will get these little moments, these little aha moment, these little love bucket moments that will give you that little extra that you need just to push through the next skill. And every time you do a skill, that's a reward to me.
Exactly.
Because I think you're awesome.
Thank you.
Anything you want to say?
All I want to say is I think you're awesome too.
Thank you. My day was just made. And he just poured into my love bucket. And I hope that we poured into yours. With that, we're going to say bye. From our family to yours. Lots of love. And it is going to be okay. All right, guys. Bye.